Most people are aware today of the profound impact diet has on their health. One could argue that following a healthy diet is probably the simplest lifestyle change that one can make to have a measurable effect on their lifespan and health span. Despite the now clearly established facts, many people are far from achieving a balanced diet and therefore are still at risk for a variety of illnesses that are related to poor diets. Diseases that are recognized as resulting from poor diets include cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, metabolic syndrome, diabetes, cancer, and obesity. So, what is a balanced diet, and how do we achieve a healthy diet for healthy living? A balanced diet is a diet that provides all the macro and micronutrients our body needs in the right proportions and quantities. This usually entails consuming food in sensible portions from all five major food groups. A diet that follows this pattern will contain all the nutrients the body needs to reduce the risk of illness and early death, although some groups may need targeted supplementation. But what are the five major food groups? The generally recognized five major food groups are fruits, vegetables, grains, protein foods, and dairy. According to the dietary guidelines for Americans, macronutrients should be consumed in the following ratio: 45 to 65% carbohydrates, 10 to 35% protein, and 20 to 35% fats. But even within these, there are distinctions that have to be made. First, one must pay close attention to the portions of each of these if one is to follow a healthy diet for a long life. It is important to know your daily calorie requirements and consume portions that do not exceed those requirements. Second, the carbohydrates we consume are not all the same, since some are highly refined carbohydrates that provide excess calories with minimal nutritional value. This makes consuming unrefined carbohydrates the healthier choice: brown rice instead of white rice, whole grains instead of refined grains, and whole wheat breads instead of the highly refined variety. Third, we must differentiate between the various fats that we consume. Saturated fats are harmful to us when consumed in excess. They should not exceed 10% of our total calories. This helps to reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. We should instead try to use poly and monounsaturated fats such as olive, canola, and corn oil as our source of fats. You should be aware that coconut, palm kernel, and palm oils are high in saturated fats and should therefore be used sparingly. Trans fats are definitely a no-no, as they have been linked to heart disease. Finally, we must ensure that our diets contain an adequate amount of fiber. About 30 grams of fiber is the recommended amount. This is important for our bowel health and is associated with a reduced risk of colon cancer. A balanced diet also limits the harmful ingredients that are sometimes used as flavor enhancers in our diets, namely salt and sugar. A good rule of thumb is to try to consume foods with no added sugars and less than 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day, roughly about 1 teaspoon of salt. There you have it. Simple guidelines for healthy eating and healthy living. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like and share the video with your friends and family. Until the next video, stay healthy and stay safe.